Hello and welcome to Jetspace Magazine, Ru-minations. We are your hosts. I'm Ryan.
I'm Marita.
And together we're going to be delving into Drag Race Season 9, Episode 1.
What?
It finally happened.
Yes.
We finally got to see it.
Ugh, I've been waiting for so long.
So long.
Yeah.
And now
great.
with all these changes, it's on VH1, it's on Fridays. There's an ad now saying that it's going to be on Netflix at some point, released afterward. Yeah, so you can see it after that. All sorts of changes, so it was well worth the wait, and it's going to be much easier to see now.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the best entrances from the very beginning as the queens are setting the stage, getting to know each other. Who was your favorite entrance?
You know, I was not expecting to love Valentina as much as I do after watching this first episode. And it all started with the entrance. I thought Peppermint was a great choice to start off and kind of bring everyone into that room. But Valentina had a positionality where she could choose to set the tone of making it really catty and having it being very competitive, or do what she did, which was to be so kind, so poised, so warm, and just such a gracious presence. And I thought just everything about her from head to toe and the way she projected her personality was so professional and just genuinely great to be around. And I usually don't trust people who are that nice, but
it's kind of alarming how nice she was,
I trust her. Yeah.
She's so genuine about it, it seems.
Yeah.
And you can tell that she knows that she's being filmed and that she's kind of playing for the camera, but like we are right now.
Yeah.
But we wait, you didn't know we're being recorded? Oh.
This is just how I have my bedroom lit at all times.
Power to you.
So, okay.
Gorge.
How do you think I get such good selfies?
I thought it was just like voodoo, black magic.
Anyway. Yes, you can tell a little bit that but I feel impressed by her still.
Yeah, I do too. And for somebody who's so young and who's only been doing drag for 10 months, was it? That's crazy. She's so poised, well put together, very articulate, and seems genuinely, authentically sweet.
Yep. And I guess she has been in performing arts school since age 11, so it makes sense that her stage presence and that kind of polished persona in terms of knowing how to turn it on is really there. Yeah. But I also just get the sense that she's a nice person, so I'm excited to see how that unfolds.
Yeah, for sure.
How about you?
I was excited, as all of us were, to see Gaga walk in, and she was trying to fool everybody, like, oh, here's this Gaga impersonator.
I was fooled.
In the beginning? It was kind of a trip.
I was like, is that real?
I don't know. I don't know. My Gaga dar was beeping right off the bat. Also, we'd like seen the trailers, there'd been promotions, and in the New York premiere party, they had shown a clip of the episode to show that Gaga was actually there. Yeah. So it was spoiled in the beginning for some of us, but it was so funny to see the queens react to her, and it was actually really heartfelt. Speaking of Valentina's entrance, where she's so genuine and kind, all of these queens had this really kind, genuine moment where they were showing actual gratitude for this. Like
Eureka's breakdown with her.
Yeah.
It's just like...
Yeah. That was a lot.
I mean, Eureka's a lot, so...
She sure is.
Like, what are you going to expect? You know?
And they're also like, you know, the tension is high, the expectations are high, the pressure is tantamount. So,
Totes.
Yeah, so it would be a high-stress situation.
I like that I choose the word built and you choose the word tantamount. It's like somebody studied for their SATs.
Well, somebody also, like, makes up words sometimes.
Oh, cool.
Tantamount. Tantamount. That's our band's name.
So many great moments in this episode. It's like, how do you even choose? But we're gonna choose. What was your favorite moment, your best moment?
I was obsessed with Charlie Hyde's couple of moments. Number one, when she's doing the hometown look. A little bit. Well, I'm also efficient. I just do a 1-2 punch.
Do it.
Just like Charlie Hyde's did. Except she wasn't very efficient. She gave us a pilgrim look from Boston, Massachusetts. And it was funny, like she was doing this reveal. It's a tongue-in-cheek play on puritanical garb and how she's like stripping as a Puritan. I thought that was genius, but the execution was terrible. Flounder, flounder, flounder. She's never breaking eye contact with the camera. She does it. It was like awkward.
Horrible first sex moments. Like where you're like, I'm trying to be sexy, but like taking everything off and it's not working.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But her second moment of that Alexander McQueen look, the Gaga look with the lace and the wig literally to heaven. incredible.
Redemption.
Absolutely. How about yours?
Okay, so Trinity Taylor for the hometown look came with, a lot of them did that. Like Alexis Michelle did that flip up dress thing. And Trinity's was the amusement park, which was like, you know, cool scenery, whatevs, but it wasn't too distinctive to me. But then she turned around and it was like I had zoomed in on a cat's asshole. And that was my favorite moment.
Big old leather nickel. Just staring you in the face.
Cat asshole.
What was interesting to me was that they changed it up this season, so there was no episode 1 photo challenge that is really common for Drag Race.
Yeah.
There was no like mini challenge where they're making something or under pressure to craft something. It really was just runway looks all night. But it gave more time for things like discussion and for Gaga's critiques and everything. I thought that was an interesting change.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah. Marita.
Ryan.
It's time to talk about the read of the week.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Who was it? Oh.
Honorable mention for read of the week, I would say, comes from Untucked when Nina Bonina Brown asked Kimora Black about those cheekbones.
Well, I have a question for you, Kimora.
Yeah.
No shade or anything, honey. Have you had plastic surgery?
No.
No, I've never had any work done.
And then Kimora was like, oh, hold on, I think I lied. I might have got my lips done. That's not what we were looking at, bitch. We were looking at your cheekbones that are up to the heavens. Yeah, so that was a good read.
That's like saying, I've never had any work done. Oh, I fibbed. Once I got a manicure.
I'm actually a hamster and I'm storing acorns in my cheeks. I don't know.
I knew it from the moment I saw her.
Right?
Kimora.
A hamster.
Hamster.
But the actual read of the week, you tell them.
Totally. Eureka.
Yeah.
I was saying her name, not just Eureka. Eureka O'Hara kind of laid Jaymes to filth a little bit in the beginning. So in our previous video, Marita and I got some flack for speaking the truth and our opinions about Jaymes Mansfield.
I am not apologizing for it because it's still true.
It's out there.
She
Jaymes
brought a
annoys
puppet
us.
and then proceeded to talk with her lips with the puppet. It's not like she's not ventriloquizing or whatever. You know?
Tantamount.
Right.
Yeah.
She's not. It was not. And her makeup is horrible.
It left a lot of work to do. And so she was being very fake, kind of phony. And among all these performers, you know, you're supposed to be charismatic, you're supposed to be out there, but you can tell a mile away when they're being really inauthentic. So Eureka called her out on it.
Is this all fake or is it real?
I'd say the foot upward, it's all fake.
I meant your personality.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's going to set it up for the rest of the season to call Jaymes out right away that she's being seen as inauthentic. And she needs to switch it up a little bit. Because here's the thing, she actually seems very nice, very kind, and like she could be a really good, funny performer if she just kind of put away the fakeness. Yeah. Yeah. Give it.
She has to find herself.
Yeah. It could be a redemption story.
Just like me in 7th grade.
Oh.
I found myself.
Oh, congratulations.
Okay.
I'm still looking. Now let's dish about the money shot.
Oh.
Who's your money shot?
My money shot
week?
is Eureka O'Hara.
When? Which look?
During the Gaga runway. Because, okay, I'm not a fan of the prison industrial complex, but when she came out in that telephone-inspired outfit, I feel like you could go very bad in the DIY direction with that. There were so many architectural details and you could go like too small with the stripes or whatever. And I love that she's a fat girl that's wearing horizontal stripes on the runway and killed it with her body and her performance and her makeup was on point. And then when she ate those sliders and all the lipstick came off, it was just perfect.
In Untucked, when they gave her a straight up burger and she was like, yes,
give me all the meat.
Plug to Hamburger Mary's.
Yeah. Yeah. I think just overall, she's like very impactful. So I think Eureka is going to go far.
I agree. I think she's definitely one of the queens who's probably positioned for the top 3.
Word.
At least top 5.
Yeah.
She's big personality.
How about your money shot?
I love Nina Bonina Brown's Gaga look. That beautiful, and it was an interesting take on it because Gaga has a pretty slim frame, and especially at that time with this lacy red, I think it was Alexander McQueen look, and Nina comes out with this kind of redefined huge boobs, huge hip pads, and sauces up the runway, giving us Naomi slayage. I ate it all up, and as a result, she won this episode. Well deserved, I thought.
She couldn't see any of it, but she won.
We'll let her know afterwards.
Yeah, totally.
I'll text her.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're cool. Something happened at the end of this episode.
Yes.
As well. We didn't get any eliminated queens.
Nope.
We got a victory from Nina. Nobody was sent home because Ru, out of drag, by the way, as a game show host instead, says we have a 14th queen that we didn't introduce yet. And then they bring someone, we don't know, up on stage, and they do not reveal her face yet.
They show the boots, they show the booty, and we're left to guess.
Yeah.
I think it's Cynthia Lee Fontaine.
Cynthia.
Yes.
Cynthia Lee Fontaine.
With that cuckoo, because A, she did go home pretty early. I think there were some fans that were upset that she went home so early during her season. B, she had that reveal during the finale that she was going through treatment for cancer.
Yeah.
And I think she has a personality and a comedic flair that this season is potentially missing. So I think Ru wanted to give her another shot.
She's over the top. She's unpredictable. So that would be fun to have in the dynamic. And it did look a lot like her from the back.
It did.
We all know what that looks like with Cynthia's cuckoo.
Yes.
But I thought with those boots when she was walking out, those sparkly thigh-high boots, and the big booty and the short wig, I was convinced that it was Kennedy Davenport. And I still think it might be. I don't know. We'll see. But the thing is, Kennedy made it a lot farther in her season than Cynthia did in hers.
Right.
So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited. Who do you think it is? Put it in the comments below.
Yes, please.
Let us know. Instead of eviscerating us for Jaymes Mansfield's critiques. Just an invitation. What a great time. Yes. What a great episode. Such a cool start to season 9. And I'm so excited to see where it goes from here. We're going to see a new queen, maybe get some more Gaga feedback. I don't know, she was great at it, but tune in next week. You'll be able to catch Ru-minations every Monday on Jetspace Magazine after Drag Race airs on Fridays. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us. I'm Ryan.
I'm Marita.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.